think it's all live. Yes, it's starting. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you tonight? Mr. Bra is there, my mini-me, my moderator, one of my moderators. I think there's some more moderators joining. Let me know if everything's okay, guys, that you can hear me, you can see me correctly. Is it nice and crisp? Do I look like $1,000,000? I'm busy losing weight. Yeah, so how's it? Brandon Etienne, Brandon Etienne, Brandon Etienne, Brandon Etienne, and Brandon Etienne, and Ryan has just joined. Evening. No guests tonight, so I think we can talk some shit. Talk about some vaping. I've got some do's and don'ts I just want to talk to you about. But yeah, it's been quite hectic in the shops, and we're getting stuff in. How's it, KB? Another one of my moderators, my computer guru. Yeah, how's it? So yeah, we've got a couple of things in the shop this week. Not too many things arrived this week, but I can tell you right now, next week and the week after, we have got lots of stuff coming. So I'm going to have lots of content. You will see on the Survey Facebook page that I have put up a little competition. I'm fairly computer literate when it comes to doing specific things, but I want a nice intro done for my channel, steampunky survey vaping related. So there is a little thing on our survey community page. Go have a look at it, and if you have the computer skills to do it, I said 30 seconds, but everybody says that's far too long, so 15 seconds. Yeah, the best one will win some juice cap, and then obviously I'll maybe have them on the show to say thank you and make a plan to advertise for them if they've got a business or whatever that may be. So I'll go look on the survey community page for that. Yeah, so we've had obviously a couple of things arrive. We just say how's it, everybody. Yeah, I'm well. I just hope tonight I don't have a computer problem, because I think the last 4 shows I've done, I've either lost power, lost sound, had echoing, or the internet's gone. So I'm just hoping, touch wood, that we don't have any issues tonight. But yeah, Etienne, I'm all good, thank you very much. How's it, Darian? I guess I battle with your Muslim names. Ashfaq, that could have come across bad. Lauren McKenzie, how's it? Ifran, Andre, Frank, Reina, and Shaliz, I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, so obviously we had some things come across the desk. I've had a couple of items that I'm got one item that I'm busy using, and the other one I haven't even used. I know I got Mini-Me to put some coils in it, but I actually have not used it myself. Okay, so I'm going to go with the thing that I'm using first, and then I'll sit here and wick it up, and we can have a chat about it as I'm going. KB or Bra, if you see any questions that I missed, please can you just copy and paste it. Hey, Sean Davis, the man who doesn't know how to game, is online. How's it? Cool beans. So one of the things that arrived in the shop, so I'm just going to have to manually adjust the camera here so you can actually see. Okay, it is on my tank, or on my device. Where has that little thing gone? Typical, when you're looking for something, it's gone. Okay, and I think this is going to come back. Let me zoom in on it. There. That's the baby. Okay, it's a mouth to lung device. Okay, it's made by Vape. Okay, who are, I have to say, on top of their game. They are coming out with such good stuff on such a regular basis that if you're just stocking Vape stuff, you're going to be killing it. But yeah, it's a mouth to lung device. So for those who don't know what a mouth to lung device is, I'll show you. Okay, this is a lung hit. When you suck the vapor right into your mouth, a mouth to lung goes. And then you suck it to your mouth into your lungs. So this is not a tank that has, it's an RTA, single coil, 22 millimeter. It's a tank that is designed to give you a same type of draw as a cigarette. Okay, so for people who are like that tight restrictive draw, these are right up your alley. And I've got the bigger Berserker, and I really enjoyed that. And the 22 millimeter, which is a more petite type of one. So I've got this on the an old Nano H cigar VT75, a 75 watt DNA device, running at a grand total of 18 watts. Okay, because it doesn't need a lot of power, because the coiling has a 1.07 ohm coil. I've got VTC 6 milligram in here, and I am absolutely blown away with the flavor that's coming up. This is not designed for clouds in any way. This is purely designed for flavor, and for those people that like that restrictive mouth to lung draw. The flavor on it, and I'm a VTC person, the flavor on this thing is absolutely awesome. Typical Vandy Vape packaging, okay, or this new style packaging that they're doing. Okay, there's glass boxes, because they have got some of those paper boxes, and I just don't like them. The nice thing about this, it comes in the device, in it. I'll peel that off. In it, it comes pre-inserted with this steel ring. Okay, so it's a steel. Well, it's not steel. I don't know actually what this is made out of. Let me just check on the back here. Doesn't say. I'm assuming it's stainless steel, 316 stainless steel. Okay, it comes with this metal ring, so in case you've broken both your glasses, it comes with 2 spare glasses. You can see in the package there's 1 spare glass, and I've got 1 glass on the tank which I replaced it with, and a whole lot of spare O-rings, and I think it's got a coil in there as well. And then it's got so if you broke your 2 glasses, you can insert this steel ring. It's the same size as the glasses, and obviously then but the downfall is, and you can't see how much juice is left, so you could get a dry hit. What I also like is these mouth to lung drip tips. So they've got which this comes inserted. This is the really restrictive drip tip. Okay, comes with 2 of them. I've got the slightly less restrictive drip tip on it, because I needed it a little bit more airy. Flavor is absolutely on point, and I know I vape VCT in plenty of devices, mouth to lung, straight lung hitting, small RDAs, big RTAs, and I can tell you the flavor on that is absolutely on point for what VCT is. So if you're in the market for a mouth to lung tank, or you want somebody who's want to quit smoking and you're prepared to build coils for them, that's the device that you must look for. The Berserker, there is a bigger one, but yeah, fresh in, and I don't think anybody else has got them in the country yet. The Vandy Vape Berserker Mini, which is the 22 millimeter. So yeah, something good to look out for. Let me just check some questions. And there's some tea. Let's see, my wife gives me good morning, gorgeous. Ohms Raw is another one of my moderators, Daniel. This is a little bit different to the other mouth to lung which we've got. What was the other one called? I can't remember what it was called off the top of my head. It'll come to me now. This is quite restrictive. It has got different settings. Okay, I'm going to try and see if I can zoom in on it on camera. Just hold on. So it'll take me a little while to zoom this in. So you can see over there at the bottom, that's the inlet for the air. Okay, now that's the biggest hole that there is, and I would hazard a guess that's probably at a maximum 2 millimeters wide. Okay, so it is quite a restrictive draw, don't get me wrong. It's like you got to, it's not so restrictive that you can't, I can do a lung hit. I can do a lung hit, but it's purely designed for mouth to lung. So yeah, it's quite a restrictive draw, eh? Like a Stuyvesant, Andre. Yeah, it's like a Stuyvesant draw, and maybe you've squashed your filter, hey? Assalamu alaikum, Imran. How would I compare the draw to the Twisp Q? It's probably the same, eh? It's probably the same as the Twisp Q, and probably slightly more restrictive over the, I can't remember the name of that other Twisp, the other like pod type system that we had. But yeah, no, it's a yeah. If you can mouth to lung, because some people get so used to doing those direct lung, it's hard to change back. Epic taste. What's up? Where's Rusty now? Rusty shat himself. He didn't want to come online because he's intimidated by going on to a social platform. But I'll get him on the channel, don't worry. The call that I've got in here is straightforward nichrome. It's on a 3mm ID. They do recommend 2.5mm. I like more juicy, so I like to sometimes take really long draws, and 2.5mm can burn out. It's 26 gauge nichrome round 9 wraps, and it came out to 1.07 ohms. Okay, on a DNA board, it might be a little bit less than that, so I could probably call it around the 1 ohm mark on any other board. And it's a straightforward nichrome AT, 26 gauge, 3mm, 9 wraps, and I'm loving it. How's it, Kitty? A little bit more airy is a slight understatement. Don't quite catch that, Leah. Might have missed the beginning of the sentence. I don't think anybody's winning that jackpot tonight, because I didn't take a lotto ticket. Any Ryan asks, any recommendations for an RDTA or RTA that gives great flavor? I'm still absolutely in love with this Blitzen. It's not the prettiest looking tank, I won't lie, but the flavor, as a lot of the guys who know me, all I've been doing for the last 3 months is vaping on RDAs, these little mini RDAs and squonkers, because I was like, all the same. But this puppy, which is the Blitzen 24mm, this has got the bubble glass on it. It's really some people will like it. The looks of it, I think it looks hideous. The silver does look a little bit better than the black, but this is one amazing RTA. I've never really been a massive lover of RDTAs, because I think you might as well just drip, you know. Go through all that hassle of trying to feed cotton down through a hole. You might as well just drip, because it does the same thing. But RTAs, yeah, Blitzen. And then obviously there's the Kylan Mini, which I did a review on, which isn't on our shores yet, but it will be shortly. That's another one to look out for, but that's a single core. This one here, this Blitzen, vapor production is right up there, and the flavor is absolutely insane. And actually, for those who've watched all my programs, I've always rated the Omni by Shadow as probably my best tank of all times, going back for 9 years of me vaping. But this has pipped it. I don't put it down. I've probably vaped now close to, since I've got it, I've probably put 40 tanks through this, and I'm still loving it all the time. Oh, absolutely divine, absolutely divine. Yeah, absolutely divine. Bonza or drop? Out of those two, I'll probably go for the drop. I think it's Rainier, that's how you pronounce your name, is the drop. I'll probably go for the drop out of the two, hey? Yeah. Brandon? Brandon asks, have you seen the Vandy Vape Maze RDA? I got a sample unit of it, set the whole thing up on a squonker. I had 4 pulls, and it's gone into the dustbin. Not worth it at all. It's very spitty. Those stainless steel discs give off a horrible taste. The flavor was okay. Yeah, if you've got a push, you've got nothing else to vape on. Yeah, you could vape on it. But yeah, I didn't enjoy it at all. I literally, it went into the dustbin. I don't even know where it is. I threw it. I said get rid of it, and whether someone's in the shop's taken it or not. Yeah. So yeah, that maze is horrible, absolutely horrible. I don't know what they thought they were trying to achieve with that. Those discs are yeah, and also the stainless steel. They've had to use stainless steel because that amount of nichrome, you would have had such a high build. I think that those discs work out to 0.2 ohms if I remember correctly, and it's 2 discs in between, so they had to use stainless steel to keep the ohmage low. Yeah, not nice at all. So yeah, we will definitely not be getting them. Slav, how's it? Aspire Gusto. Yeah. Probably go for the Breeze. To be honest, I do mess around with the Breeze every now and again when I'm flying and whatever. It's nice, compact. Yeah, I'd probably go for the Breeze between those two. You said you prefer slight. Yes, I do prefer. I prefer lots of air. I prefer a hell of a lot of air, but I can always do a mouth to lung, no problem, especially when the flavor's there. Yeah, Ronaldo, that's the Blitzen RTA. It comes in stainless steel and comes in black. Obviously, this is the bubble glass that's been put onto it. But yeah, the Blitzen, this airflow. Those who ever had a, oh man, what was the name of that tank? Daniel or Abra, please help me. I'm forgetting the name of that tank now. It's very, the base is very similar, and the rest of the setup is very similar to the tank, and I can't remember what it's called. But the airflow on this, the Robomizer, the airflow on this is way better, and it's because of this honeycomb. You know, you might see they've got this honeycomb. Let me try and zoom in again. You can see that honeycomb airflow. Where is it? That honeycomb airflow. It lets the air funnel so nicely into the chamber. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Bradley Coupling asks, sorry if I didn't catch, but what flavor are you vaping tonight? Yes, I got a lot of devices with me today. I've actually got VCT in 2 devices today. I've got VCT in my Steampunk Monarch. I've got VCT in the Berserker. I have got in the Blitzen, I've got Killer Custard, okay, in on my dot mod, okay, or dot squonk, on the, which is also, I'm going to give you a little bit more feedback on this thing. This is the Dead Rabbit 22. I've got my awesome 200ml bottle of Toffee Lux from Juicy Licks. Thank you very much, Naeem, much appreciated, my boy. I got my 200ml bottle, so I'm stoked. That won't last long. You can already see how much I've done, and that's just today. I've probably done at least 30 mils of that today. What else have I got vaping here? And then I've got a new juice in my normal Monarch, which is a juice that we're going to be releasing in the next month or two. A range of juices that we're going to be releasing in here, which I'm still doing some final testing and tweaking. So that's what I'm vaping on, and I'm going to set up something a little bit later, which I'm going to be vaping. I don't know what I'm going to be vaping yet on there. It more than likely will be one of our international juices that we are distributing. It's Burst, Sherbust. This is the Strawburst one. Absolutely epic strawberry vape, which I'll probably put into there. I've got so many juices in front of me. I don't know what the freaking hell I'm gonna vape on today. Yeah. What am I gonna? I'm more than likely to vape on that. Yeah, a little bit later on. So that's what I'm vaping on. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll be vaping on the 6th one now. Dead Rabbit SQ with dual coils. yeah, that really, yeah, I'm going to get into that a little bit later when we're chatting about those dual cores. How is the Bravo RTA? Have I? No, I haven't. I haven't vaped in the Bravo RTA. Sorry. Haven't vaped in the Bravo RTA. Romamaza, Boreas V2, no. Dreshan Naidu, all the way from the UK. Hello, my man. Hey, you've got another UK person here. Lee Bonds, meet Dreshan, meet Lee. You guys are both in the UK and both ex-South African or expats, and you living in the UK. Robert Boswell. Okay. How many centimeters have you lost? Off topic. Put it this way. My shirts are starting to feel really baggy on me. I'm not one of the, I don't want to go jump on the scale to see how much I've lost, etc. I'm not going to go pull a rip trip and go look like an emaciated, yeah, I won't carry on that sentence. I just want to get down, I want to lose like 20-25 kgs. I haven't weighed myself. I actually don't really want to go weigh myself because it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. But thank you for asking, and I probably have lost quite a couple of centimeters already. You can already see it in my face is thinner. Oh, that vaping brew, the Supreme Supreme Miles or whatever it was, V2 was really good. The Blitzen is wicking for dummies. Really easy to wick it. I'm more than, if you want tutorials, guys, please just PM me, send me a message on our social media pages or whatever, and I will gladly do a wicking tutorial. You know, I try to show you how I wick it when I do a review, like I did on the Carlin Mini. So it's already there with people as soon as they arrives. Because I'm so excited for everybody to get their hands on that little Carlin Mini, and it does not leak, folks. I promise you. I played that thing. I tried to put it in any situation possible and it didn't leak. Tion, yeah, Adre Combo, RDTA, VTR, they were both good RDTAs, eh? Yeah, 200 mils of juice that's gonna get flattened. As a DJ, Beebs. Okay, tonight, obviously we don't have a live guest, so I'm gonna give away some prizes. I've got 200 ml bottles of Survape juice, which I'll give away, and whatever milligram strength that you want. No, not whatever milligram. I've only got 3 milligram. There's Pinkman, which is a strawberry taffy, and then I've got Shake That Booty, which is a bubblegum milkshake. So that's up for grabs. Tonight's keyword for the giveaway is one word, big guy. So you must use the word one word, big guy. Yeah, so yeah, just don't forget to tag big guy. It's pointless tagging it more than once, so just say big guy. If you've done it once, don't do it again, because it will just be classified as spam. It doesn't get you any more entrance into it. Yashil asks, how's the Zeus? Zeus is really good, but this Vandy vape, the Carlin Mini, I think is going to knock the Zeus off its pedestal. I've got this funny feeling that people are going to love it as much as I loved it. Juicima and juices. I haven't really vaped a lot of them. Well, the only one I've really vaped is the mango one. I'm not a massive lover of melon, which is the other one. It's just a really good, nice mango juice, a nice in-your-face mango juice. Yeah, Brandon, the Ubuntu, we are looking at doing another smaller RDA, but that Ubuntu still probably beats most RDAs hands down with flavor and ease of build and the variety of coils that you can put into it. Yeah, and it's proudly South African. So if you're looking for a good RDA, just look at the Ubuntu as well. It is a proudly South African one. Yeah, so have a look at that. Okay, I think everybody said big guy now. This is fucking hell. I heard my name too many times today. I will do Nano Ronaldo. Just remind me a little bit later. I'm going to get onto something, the other thing that arrived in the shop, which everybody's been waiting for. which is this puppy. I'm going to zip to zoom in again. I must move this bloody thing out the way. Just hold on. Give me 2 seconds to find my fucking mouse. Yeah, that's better there. I put it there so I can put that there. I can see it. Okay. Is the Phobia RDA. Okay, by Vape. Yeah, you know, these O's are just going from league to league to league to league with Vape. And I've got to give them massive shout out. Because everything that they're doing, well, not everything. Okay, let me say 95% of the things that they do are absolutely epic. So these arrived today. I think we're the first in the country to have them, made by Vape. In the box obviously comes your little pack of screwdrivers. This is bottom fed, so it has got a bottom fed function if you want a really nice bottom fed function. Let me slap a picture up so you can actually see what I'm talking about here. Phobia. So obviously you can see there it has a bottom fed function. Also, what I'm liking with these Vape products is they've listened to vapors. They're starting to use quality grub nuts. Okay, these are M4 grub nuts, so they are massive. They're 4mm hex grub nuts. It gives you the proper Allen key in the bag and all the O-rings and 510 adapters and whatever. And you can see that deck. That deck is just, I think, as far as I know, it's the first of its kind. It has got a very similar bottom fed function as the Pulse, where it actually the juice squirts up and then evenly disperses it onto the left and right of the chamber. But what impresses me with this deck is the fact that it the way the coils are placed. That is what blew me away with this. The way that as I said, I have not vaped on it yet. So the guys in the shop did today, and as far as I know, a bra enjoyed it. Okay, but in a bra, yeah. So he can make his comments. A bra, if you just want to comment, just write out how you felt that the device handled. So that's that. It also comes with a second cap. Now this I don't quite understand why they did it. It comes with a second cap, and I maybe put a different color cap in, you know, but it came with a second cap, and the only thing I can see that's different is there's some knurling along the top here. Otherwise everything, wait, let me just check. It might be bigger ball. Yeah, probably the same ball. You can see I don't know why they gave you a second cap. Give them a second color cap, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's I can't understand the thinking behind that. However, what I'm going to say now is I'm a little bit upset with Vape, and that's two products that we got on the same day, being the Phobia and being the Berserker. And it's the first time ever that I've had this from Vape. Guys, if you buy these, please clean them properly. I smelt machine oil. Now I don't know if it's because the Chinese New Year's coming and they're trying to get all this stuff out and they're rushing the stuff instead of cleaning it properly. But Vape, wake the fuck up. Do not send out products with got engine oil on it. You've got a serious reputation to uphold, and that's just not on. Nothing taking away from the products. The products are amazing products, but don't take short corners by not cleaning products properly. You know, you should always wash your tanks that before, but this was excessive on these two that I got. So you need to give them a really good cleaning before you vape on them. So yeah, that was just my my little bitch about it. But apart from that, can't go wrong. So as I said, I haven't even had a chance to vape on it myself. So I'm going to set it up here while we're chatting, while I'm talking shit. Let me just check any questions. Is Rusty here? Where's Rusty? Hello, Rusty. The other hobbit in the house. How's it, Rusty? No, Rusty's not a hobbit, bro. He's a shy person. He's not a hobbit. Don't greet him, bar. Okay, there doesn't seem to be anyone. Anyway, opinions on Monarch and Dot 24. I'm gonna take them. I'm not joking. and this is not because we sell them, okay, not because we do special things, as I've had the luxury of getting, you know, I've got a lot of squonkers. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got 12 squonkers, okay. And I've had so I don't obviously have a lot of high-end ones, but the high-end ones that I've had, compared to these, they don't even come into the ballpark. And I don't know why on God's green earth people want to spend 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. As far as I know, there's one that's like 20,000 on a squonker when you've got locally made stuff that puts them to shame. These are the hardest hitting mechs I've ever owned, okay, because it is a mechanical mod obviously at the end of the day, and it's reasonably priced, okay. It's obviously South African, so there's labor and stuff involved. Cannot go wrong with buying a Monarch. I tell you, I've got 2, and everybody I know who's bought them never puts it down. I walk out of the house every day with 2 Monarchs. That's what I walk out the house with, and obviously other devices, but I'm always vaping on my Monarchs. Let me show the internals of the Monarch. It's got to zoom in here now, just hold on, I've got to find my camera function, and I've got to move my camera function because it's right in the wrong side of the screen. All silver contacts, that's what it looks like inside. And let me tell you, the customer service that they offer is absolutely off the chart. I had an issue with one of mine. It was the original ones, the copper, and it wasn't firing properly, and I messaged them. Not a problem of sending me just the things. They sent me an entire new unit. Now that is customer service beyond belief. This new juice line that we're launching, can't tell you what the name of that is yet, but this new juice line is going to knock South Africa on its arse. Yeah. Okay, so getting back to this old Mini Me. Oh, fuck, I keep on moving it the other side. Mini Me, which is a bra, went and stepped. I don't know what did you put in here? A bra. What coils did you put in here? My eyesight's cuck. You can see the build quality is also really good. Okay, a bra said he put 2.5mm bubble wrap aliens in there for me. Okay, which is like, I'm just going to move this off one side. Hey, 53 people watching. It's getting better and better. Okay, so while I'm talking shit here, I'm just going to put some cotton in. Obviously using my cotton bacon, which is my wicking of choice. Going to put a bra. For those who know me, I'm not a big lover of anything that's noisy, okay, and a bra said this is noisy, but he said the flavor was really good on it, and the vaping experience was good on it, so I can maybe forgive noise if it obviously works well. Just remember, while I'm busy wicking up here, and I see a lot of guys come into the shop and they got RDAs, and then they open up and they ask, would you mind me changing the cotton, or can we put some coils in there? And I open up these devices. Guys, when you're doing RDAs, okay, you want to use enough cotton to fill your coil, but you don't want to use any more than what you can fill the coil, and you don't want the entire deck to be covered with cotton. Because how RDAs and why RDAs have better flavor than any other thing is purely because of the airflow around your coils. So if you're shoving shitloads of cotton into your RDA, the more cotton you put in, the worse the airflow. So you've got to use just enough cotton so it touches the bottom of your deck. I'll show you mine once I've set it up. And you need airflow. Without airflow, your flavor is going to diminish. So you need as little amount of cotton as possible. Just enough to be able to reach the bottom of the deck and saturate properly. So there I have put cotton in, okay, and you can see there's plenty room for air to flow there. Plenty room to air to flow there. What should I put in there? What should I put in there? I've got so much fucking juice here, I don't know what to put in here. Let's put French Dude. Okay, this is a new juice that we've got in. It's French Toast. This is the deluxe version. Okay, so it's obviously a little bit, it's got more flavors in it. So I'm just gonna put some juice on my coils. Get that thing. What I like to do, and especially I'm putting new fresh cotton, even with cotton bacon, the first couple of hits you still get that little bit of a cotton taste. Okay, so I like to basically run the coils in like you used to do the old motor vehicles. I like to prime the cotton nicely, and then what I do is I oopsie, I overfilled. That's not good. Oh, where's my cloth? Ah, there's my cloth. That's not too good. Not too good at all. This comes out to 0.15 ohms. I've got it at 80 watts. Just making sure that this is nicely primed. And I know it's noisy, so I'm anticipating the noise, but the flavor and the vaping experience is what's gonna make it for me. Okay, so at the bottom there is places for you to adjust your airflow, whether you want it more restrictive or not. So I'll blow out any juice that might be in that airflow, because I'm so used to squonking and fine. Let's have a hit. It is noisy. It is noisy. Really good flavor. Really good flavor. I'd never actually seen inside the deck. Yeah, if you can see inside there. Let me zoom in. If you look where I'm putting the oopsie there in the corner, there. That concave in the cap is what makes this thing really hum. It's the same thing we try to do on our Ubuntu RDA. Is try to get that as conical as possible. The more conical that is, the better the flavor is. I have to say, it's not as noisy as I thought it would be, based on where the air is coming from. Okay, but I've noticed that if you move your airflow slightly, you close it slightly, the noise goes away a bit. Oh, but the flavor's good. The flavor is really good. Yep, it's a winner. Definitely a winner. The hype is real. If the flavor was like mediocre, I would say it's a cuck RDA because of the noise. I still wouldn't rate it as my best RDA ever. But with the way the coil structure works, how to insert the coils, you can really have a field day. I'm going to sneeze. Let me just... Yes, I do sneeze like a chick, so don't laugh. With the way the the deck is placed, you can really go have a field day with coils. Okay, and because of how big those post holes are, you can really have a field day on the size coil that you put in. So guys that like these massive coils, this is going to be the RDA for you. It's absolutely good. The holes are massive. If you can see by that photograph that I put up, I'll put it up again. These holes are monstrous, monstrous if you look at the bottom right hand corner of the picture. And obviously it's getting tightened down properly with proper grub nuts. You can put single coils in here. It's not going to be an issue to put a single coil in here. So you'd probably be able to go up to about a 5.5 millimeter coil in there. So I think if Mr. Coil Company watches this video, I think he needs to make a single coil or a set of nice coils that's going to fit in this thing, because this can take monster coils. Overall, I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Obviously, the one thing, as I said earlier, that I'm a little bit pissed off was that it had machine oil and we had to clean it. Okay, I think I cleaned it 3 times, which I'm not. That's vandy vape. You need to sort that out. That's not on. But as an overall vaping, as an RDA and the design of the deck, the airflow, that, yeah, can't go wrong. Absolutely epic RDA. Flavor's really good. My God, I've been vaping this in a tank, and it was like the flavor was nice on it in another tank that I was trying out. But on an RDA, this juice is really tasty, really tasty. Let's check some questions while I have some tea. What's the time? Eesh, we're going late there. RSQ, brilliant skonker to start with. Regulated, absolutely epic skonker to start with. We don't have this Modus one. How's it, Luke? This story of lighting cotton to get rid of the cotton taste, it doesn't work. It's a gimmick. It absolutely doesn't work whatsoever. I think it's just fun. Guys do it for fun. It doesn't work. I've tried it. It makes no difference to the cotton whatsoever. It's just a gimmick. Drop versus phobia versus dead rabbit. Shit, that's a tough one. There's so little to call between them. But I think in the situation there, with the drop phobia or the dead rabbit, it's going to come down to aesthetics between them. Flavor wise, ingenious deck, and if you're somebody who likes to experiment with coils, okay, I'm going to go with the phobia. Airflow is probably the drop. Okay, and the best flavor out of those 3 is the dead rabbit. So yeah, so it's pretty much of a muchness between them. They've all got their good points and bad points. So thank you very much, Rusty, for saying bless you. Okie dokie. Thanks, KB. But still, they should have put a different color in there. Fucking why put the same color? Put something else in there. But yeah. Best flavor audio. I'm gonna go with Dead Rabbit. That's probably the best flavor audio. And I'm gonna go the Dead Rabbit 22. I'm not gonna go with the 24. I'm gonna go the Dead Rabbit 22 for flavor. In my opinion. Sherwin, try straightforward flat wire coils. Yeah, just try straightforward flat wire coils in there, then you'll see the flavor will pop out. DJ, I can find out about the GT8. I'll get Hugo on that. Look, Ryan, that G box is nice, eh? It's a nice dual battery mod. I don't like the trigger function on it. That's me. But everybody who's had one is enjoying it. You know, regulated squonkers between the two. Between the, you know, if it's a single battery, I would go the RSQ. If you're looking for battery life, then you go for the Geek Vape box, the G box. Yeah, that's the easiest way to answer that. The juice I was using in that on the Phobia was the French dude. Yeah, everybody's different though, vaping. You know, I'm talking about, remember, these are my opinions. You know, vaping is such a subjective hobby, if you want to put it that way. Because what's good to me will be cock for you. It all comes down to how you're building, what juice you're using. There's a whole, we could do a 5-hour show just on that. But yeah, that's up to you. But some feedback. This little 22mm dead rabbit. You know, I tried it with a single coil and the flavor was good. But then I put these, okay, my cotton might be a little bit dirty. No, it's not. I'm going to zoom in because somebody wanted to see how I put the coils in there. So you can see I've done the coils. The flavor of this thing is absolutely, and what goes along with it is the amount of vapor. Put a single coil in and try it. You might like it. I didn't enjoy it on a single coil. I thought it was average until I put the dual coils. That's the thing about vaping as well, as we said earlier on about subjective, is you can try 14 different coils and then all of a sudden you can put it by a tank, oh, it's cuck, and then you go try a different coil and it's totally different. But just check the vape on this. And the flavor is so intense. It's like, because it's such a small chamber, it's just sheer flavor that hits you. So, if you're in the market and you've got a squonker, okay, and you're wanting a new RDA, the Dead Rabbit 22, Bakhat. Patrick, if you're in Durban, pop in the shop. I can show you how to fix it. What's happened is the deck where the coils are mounted in, it's a two-part deck. You've got that deck and then you've got the base plate that needs to be tightened, and it's like a millimeter that it moves, and that will sort out the leaking problems. Vaping Brew, yes, the bottles on the G box are cuck, but if you go into Mark Vape's channel, okay, everybody must know who Mark Vapes is, but if you don't know, he's an American reviewer. He actually worked out a hack to use the super soft bottles on the G box and other guys that have normal hard bat bottles. So go try and find the video for Mark Vapes when he hacks. I can't remember what it's called, but he hacks the G box and he puts in a super soft bottle. So yeah, go and check that out. V-Boy is a good device, eh? Lovely device. There has been an issue with the doors. The door sometimes comes loose. If you've bought it from us, if you've ever bought a V-Boy from us, absolutely fantastic device. No issues with the problems besides that door. Okay, the door pops loose. We have got spare doors which actually don't come loose. It's a redesigned door that they send us, just the doors. So can't go wrong. But guys, I haven't got batteries in it. If you want, and I cannot understand why people are overlooking this device. Okay, is that puppy? Okay. It's called a Rev. I think it's a Rev GTS. Comes in red and blue. 200 watt odd device. It is such a sexy, I haven't got batteries in it, so I can't show you the display. Such a sexy, sleek device. And the paintwork on this is absolutely off the chart. I'm quite rough on my mods, and I'm not we're getting to a bit of the do's and don'ts. I do not put silicone sleeves over anything, purely because liquid and electronics do not mix. And there's just far too many holes for liquid to get into these boards, okay, and these boards are not waterproofed, okay. But this little puppy here, oh man, such an epic device, and it's got a lovely like rev counter display unit. Yeah, absolutely epic. But yeah, the V-Boy, really nice device. Yeah, good setup. Drop on a V-Guard. I've got the phobia on the V-Guard. Fat nerve. Yeah. So I'm just reading questions here. Yeah, there was sure when there was an issue with batch 1 of the RSQ, that the magnets, the glue that they used to hold the magnets on were coming, but that can be sorted out with a drop of super glue. So if it does come off, just make sure that you've got the polarity correct before you insert it, because once you've got it in, it's really hard to get it out. So if you do buy an RSQ and you've got an older version and your magnet falls out, just drop a small little drop of super glue in there. Make sure the polarity of the magnet is correct. Pop it back in and you'll be fine. Okay, so if you just joined us, I see some numbers have gone up. If you have just joined us, don't forget the lucky draw tonight's 2 bottles of 100ml juice from the Steam Masters collection, and the only ones we've got in 100ml at the moment is a bottle of Shake That Booty and a bottle of Pink Eye, which is a strawberry taffy, and a bubblegum milkshake. So if you haven't used the word big guy, if you've already said big guy, don't say it again, it doesn't help you. So if you're watching and you haven't said big guy, type big guy now, one word, you'll be eligible for those 2 prizes, which I will send out tomorrow morning. Just some do's and don'ts, because you know, we try to educate you as much as possible, okay, regarding vaping. Oh, let me finish this tea, it's ice cold almost. Do's and don'ts, and I'll explain to you why the do's and don'ts. Mechanical mods, okay. If you don't know Ohm's law, learn about Ohm's law before you come and ask to buy one, okay. Mechanical mods are not something that you mess around with, okay. It's all nice and fancy and whatever like that, and it really hits like a beast if you've got it set up correctly. But please folks, make sure you know Ohm's law. Make sure you've got a device that can actually read the resistance of what you've built, and that you can prep your coils before putting them onto the device. Abide by your battery safety list. I'm going to pop up again tomorrow. I had a guy come in with a mechanical mod into the shop, and he was used in the mechanical mod. He had 2 laptop batteries, okay. That says they're like X amp rating, but they're actually like 5 amp rating. And please guys, only buy batteries. This is another don't, okay. You do not buy batteries from battery experts, from China Mall, from freaking tobacconists. You buy batteries from a vape shop, and a vape shop only, okay. Yes, they're more expensive, but they are designed to be used. No, yeah, okay. Legally, Samsung, Sony, LG says these batteries were not designed for vaping industry. But Mooch, which is an international review of batteries, tests these batteries, and it gives them an amp rating based on his testing, okay. Use the batteries at vape shops, and if you're not sure, you are more than welcome to phone me. I don't care if you shop with us or you shop with Joe Blogg's vape store. Phone me. So I'd hate for something to go wrong with a person with the wrong battery. Abide by Ohm's law. Build to appropriate amperage of your battery. There are plenty calculators. For those who don't know, Survape has an app, okay. Just on the Play Store, just look for Survape. On iOS, you'll have to download PW Launcher, type in Sir Vape. We did put a post on our Facebook page. In there, it's got everything you need to know about vaping. It's got a coil calculator, it's got an e-juice calculator, it's got everything you need to. So download the app, folks. Yeah, that's one thing there. Okay, so that's the don't. Okay, also make sure that your batteries are properly coated. When I say coated, it's got this plastic film that goes around the battery, and that's just help stop things earthing. Okay, if you've got a tear or a cut on that, replace the outer skin immediately. Do not use it in a mechanical mod, guys. You're waiting for an accident to happen. Okay, at the shop, if you want a generic plain color, we will do it free of charge. If you want fancy ones, obviously there's a charge to it. Okay, because we do have these fancy battery wraps that you can put on it. Make sure your batteries are in good condition. Mechanical mods obviously don't tell you if your battery is running low. Well, as soon as you feel the vapor that's really subsided on your mechanical mod, take your battery out. Mustn't go below 3.2 volts, folks. 3.2 volts is the lowest that you need to get your battery to. Otherwise, you need to plug it into a charger. Okay, you run your batteries down low, you're waiting for an accident to happen. My recommendation is with batteries is put a date that you bought the battery somewhere. Write it on the side of the thing. 6 months, replace the batteries. Okay, and it sounds like a sales pitch. It's a safety issue. It's got nothing to do with sales. It's about safety at the end of the day. That's another don't. Another don't, silicone sleeves, folks. I've had a lot of people moaning at me that I'm not replacing their mods, okay, because they've juice damage. Okay, folks, liquid gets into electronics, starts arcing out things. To my knowledge, there's only one company that actually waterproofs their board, and that's HotSig. Okay, their board is actually waterproofed. No other company does it, to my knowledge, and that's what I'm saying, to my knowledge. Okay, the thing that people don't understand is propylene glycol attracts liquid out the air, which is one of the components in the e-juice, which is in your concentrates, and it's actually makes up part of the volume of your liquid. If you put a drop of PG on a glass table overnight, and you live in an area where it's humid, especially that's the Durban, that's the coast, folks, put a drop of propylene glycol and watch the next morning, you've got a big ring of water around it that attracts moisture. So by putting a silicone sleeve over the mod, yes, it protects it from scratches, but what you don't see is the condensation that gets behind it. Condensation turns back into a liquid, gets into your electronics, and then over time starts sucking in moisture from the air. And then I opened up a mod the other day, and I literally had about 3 or 4 mils of liquid come out the mod. Folks, water damage, liquid damage is not covered under warranty. So please, folks, take your tanks off to full. If you see any condensation buildup or juice, clean it off immediately. Don't leave it, whatever. At least 3-4 times a day, I'll take my tank off, give it a slight wipe, so that there's no condensation. I've learned the hard way. I've thrown away DNA devices because I haven't done that. So just be careful. Do's, another don't. You have a lot of guys chucking these massive clouds in shopping malls. Guys, that's a no-no. We don't want to attract any undue attention to us in the environment around us, because legislation's looming. And the more people moaning about these chucking clouds in malls, the more hassle we're going to have. Okay, so treat yourself as a smoker in a mall. Yes, I know you're not a smoker, but treat yourself as a smoker in a mall. If anything, get yourself a small mouth-to-lung device that you can take a drag or take a hit. You get in your nicotine, and it's got a little bit amount of vapor. So guys, don't chuck these clouds in malls, please. And I've seen it myself. And I'm guilty myself. I've done it myself without thinking. So I covered the twist stand the one day in a cloud. So I'm guilty of it myself. So, but please don't do that, guys. Please. Do's, clean your mods all the time. Spread the love. If you've got older devices, piff it to somebody who wants to quit vaping. Spread the love. Spread the because you all, I assume, ex-smokers. You're all more than likely feeling the health effects of it. Now you're feeling so much better. Spread the love. Okay, it's not always about making money and whatever like it. Yeah, help the person next to you, and that's what we obviously try to do as well. So help the person next to you. What other do's? given you plenty don'ts. What are the do's? Do's: drink a lot of water if you vape. You can dehydrate. Okay, that's what propylene glycol does to you, unfortunately. So let's check some questions. But just checking on time. Check some questions. Yeah, Patrick, you don't have to be scared of a mech mod. You just have to understand the rules and regulations that you've got to impose on yourself on building. And as long as you abide by that, you're fine. And if you're in Durban and you want to learn about mechs, come to the shop. I'm always willing to help teach you about things. Yeah, it's, you know, we often get taken to task, you know, and obviously, you know, we try to help as much as possible, but there is a limit to where we have to say no. And you know, the amount of mods that I get with juice back in them, it's because people don't look after their stuff. It's and this is, I'm not pointing fingers at anybody or anything like that. Society has become a throwaway nation. So like, you know, and things are so cheap. You know, when we, you know, this device 5 years ago used to cost you 4,000-5,000 rand. Today you can pick these devices up for like 1,200 bucks. So devices have got cheaper, and it's become a throwaway nation. People just, no, fuck's all, I'll just throw it away and buy another one. And it shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? You know, people need to look after your stuff, and liquid damage. People say, it's just an excuse. It's not. It's, I've got photos where I can show you the amount of liquid damage that these things cause, and people just, look after your shit. I shouldn't be saying that because I'm a vape shop owner. I want you to keep on buying stuff, but look after your stuff. Thanks, Sherwin. It's a pleasure. Yeah, we try. We try. Sometimes people don't see it, but yeah, we do try. Yeah, okay, that was another don't. Guys, lithium ion batteries do not get disposed of in a dustbin. Okay, I know it's an inconvenience. Okay, but most Woolworths foods have a battery disposing unit box. Okay, and it's clearly marked NiCad, lithium ion, and then I can't remember what the other one is on it. Okay, Clicks. Yes, Clicks has also got them. So what you do with the battery, if the battery is toast, okay, take some sellotape, wind sellotape around the battery. So let me grab a battery, take some sellotape, wind sellotape around like it, and throw it in the bin. Okay, do not chuck it in your bin at home. Okay, it might have a little bit of life in it, and then something happens and it sparks and it causes a massive fire. Okay, so sellotape around the edge and toss it in at Woolworths. They've all got bins. I've been to a couple of Woolworths that have got bins. Okay, so that's the way you dispose of a battery. Or you take it to a battery place like a battery center or something like that, and ask them for them to properly dispose of it. Okay, these batteries are dangerous if you don't look after them. Also, no batteries in pockets. Most vape shops sell these. Okay, it's battery holders, and what this does is take your battery and your battery pops in there, so nothing can touch the negative and positive together. Okay, we do sell them, but I think most vape shops have got them, and it can take you, there's a 4-bay one and there's a 2-bay one. This is how you carry spare batteries. You don't put them in your pocket, you don't throw them in your bag. Even a single cell, you don't throw it in your bag because you put in some keys or something touches both sides and it will dead short. Okay, so guys, that's the way you carry batteries. Oh, okay. Vaping Brew. If you got the RSQ from us, give me a phone call tomorrow. I think you might have got from batch 1, and there is an error with the RSQ, but it's easily fixed. But I need you to phone you. So if you got the RSQ from me, or even if you didn't get the RSQ from me, not today, I'm not going to do it after the show because I'm going to go and game. But please phone me tomorrow, message me tomorrow, and just mention your name, and then I'll remember who it is, because there is a small issue with the old batches of RSQs with a negative pin. The wire was soldered too low down, and your wattage will change. So get hold of me tomorrow. Even if you didn't buy it from us, I can sort you out. Hey, glad you got your juices, Enduro. That's true, Andre. You know, there's a huge, you got with vaping, you've got the from the super wealthy to the super poor, all trying to be healthy, and that's why we say is like, if you've got an old device and it served its purpose, piff it. Piff it means pass it forward. If someone's looking for something, help the guy out. You know, if you do that, life just gets better. You're helping more people. Your device is not going to waste. It doesn't sit in a cupboard. You know, yeah, you must help out. I'm going to be playing World War II with Lee, a mate of mine from the UK. Yeah, phone me tomorrow, but it's very easy to sort out. Okay, just phone me tomorrow. Okay, I'm not going to do the VCMT tonight because I'm actually doing a review on it tomorrow, which is going to be just a recording. Okay, so it's already over 9 o'clock, and I promised I'm not going to go and ramble on. Guys, I'm going to do the lucky draw now. So if you are giving you one last chance to type in big guy. So guys, type in big guy, and then I'm going to do the giveaway. It's 200 more bottles of juice in your nicotine strength. Yes, I've got nicotine. I've got both in 0, 3, or 6. So type in big guy if you haven't already, and yeah, I will do the live feed. I'll do the live draw. I need to have a vape. What should I vape on? Let me vape on this. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, let's do this lucky draw. Okay. Oopsie daisy. Let's get rid of that. What am I doing here? Lucky draw. Why is that there? That shouldn't be there. Why are you there? Something's gone wrong here. Something has gone wrong here. It's giving me the chat instead of the lucky draw. Let me just check something here. That now. Fucking every time. Technology, you fucked up. Okay, so you're going to have to trust me, guys. Okay. I'm not someone to duck and dive. I'll be 100% honest, and I will copy and paste the person's name so you can see it. I'll have to get that sorted out. I thought that was working, but it's not working. Let me try one more time. Yeah, for some reason that's bringing that up. Let me just get rid of this chat and see what happens. Ah, ha, 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 ha. There you are. I've got it. Okay, so these are all the people who have said big guy. Okay, you can see them there, and you can see that this scale that's moving along here is slowly creeping towards the end. So what those two basically things say is that the more you watch me, the better chance you got of winning. Okay, keyword is big guy. How I do this is I roll the button 3 times, and the winner on the 3rd time, and only one winner wins. Okay, the person that's on the 3rd roll is the guy who wins the juice. Okay, so I'm going to roll it the first time. And I'm going to roll it the second time. Good luck, guys. This is the final roll, and the winner will be Drum roll, please. Imran Vadia, please can you contact me? You are a lucky winner. Yeah, okay guys, just like to say thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. It's nice to be able to give information out to everybody. I hope you find it informative. We'll be doing some more reviews this week, okay, on some other stuff that has arrived which I haven't had a chance to. There's some mods, etc., that I'm going to have a look at, and then next week we've got a lot of stuff arriving. Okay, so yeah, look out for that. So yeah, Imran, if you can please get hold of me, or anybody knows him, tell him to get hold of me on my survey page. You must PM me on my survey page. I need his cell phone number, his full name, his address, and his postal code, and if he's Durban based, he can come into the shop and fetch it. Guys, just like to say thank you very much, and keep on vaping. Cheers guys.